Time for another stock review. This time, HOLO, H-O-L-O, MicroCloud Hologram. This was requested by one of our members, Tusha Patel, who's requested this one. Thank you very much indeed for requesting this. If you are a member from $1, you can make a request. The higher up the dollar super chat, the higher up the list it goes. This one was $20, so it's being done second today on the list. And we're getting through all our reviews. Now, I've reviewed this before, but I'm going to review it again. In this review, you're going to see a lot of information, including, let me share with you everything you're going to see. You're going to see the intrinsic value, the valuations, who's buying on the inside, who's selling on the inside, the financials, the balance sheet, the revenue, the income, who's buying in the short interest, the margins and all the rest of it, the latest news. We're going to cover all of that. We're also going to share with you why you might be interested in the stock, what the company is saying about themselves. We're going to look at the main website as well. We're going to see how it compares to the S&P 500, a comparison, and all of that, plus further information and news around the stock. What others are saying about the stock is going to be covered in this review. So you might be able to make a decision whether this is a right for you to buy or not. And don't forget, if you join Sensei on Sunday on our channel on a Sunday 3 p.m. Central, as a member you can ask him to give you the technicals for the stock, the buy zone, sell zone, support zones and all the rest of it, and he'll make it into a video which I'll link as part of this series as well, so you can get a lot of information in addition to this review. If you are a member of our channel, Sensei will provide that service for you on a Sunday. So right, so without further ado, what is HOLO? Let's take a look at it. So let's start off at the basic line chart, and you can see MicroCloud Hologram. Now straight away you can see it's a very volatile stock. It launched back in July 30th, 2021. So it's been out a couple of years now. It up and down and up and down like a flipping like a sine wave. It's pretty, in fact, more not a sine wave. There's another word for this. Algorithm. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's the opposite to a sine wave. But anyway, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Straight away, it doesn't look a good investment, does it? It's it gets pumped and dumped and pumped and dumped and pumped and dumped, but it keeps trending lower each time. So that straight away, just looking at the chart would be something I would not be interested in at all. This is a volatile stock. This may have no value. I don't know yet. It's 50 cents. It's very much a penny stock. Anything under $5 is a penny stock. And under $1, it can be delisted. Up and down like a yo-yo. Not looking good so far. But let's go into it and see exactly what this company is so you can make a decision. Maybe it's a good trading stock. Who knows? MicroCloud Hologram engages in research, development, and application in holographic technology. It operates through the holographic solutions and holographic technology service segments. The company was founded in 2020 and is headquartered in New York. The listed name for HOLO is MicroCloud Hologram. All right, Gu Hu Kang is the CEO. Love to have you on the show. We do a Meet the CEO series. So if you'd like to email Gu Hua Kang, you can do that through Investor Relations. Go to the website, Investor Relations for this company. Email them and say Martyn Lucas runs a Meet the CEO series. And I'd love to have you on the show and sharing information about your stock. We very often rank #1 for the stocks that we cover. So if you do come on our show, the world will learn about it. We're not here to pump and dump stocks. I only own the S&P, but people will learn about your business. So it's 46 employees, very small company, headquartered in Shenzhen, Guangdong. Even though it's headquartered in New York, that's a bit confusing. Headquartered in New York, and yet it says headquarters Shenzhen, Guang, which is clearly not New York. So that's a bit of an interesting issue there. We'll try and get to the bottom of that. Founded in 2020. Maintenance, if you're buying this on margin, it's as high a risk as you could possibly get, 100%. Very, very risky indeed. 42 million market cap. Very, very small company. Very, very small indeed. So be very careful. That's how this can be easily manipulated one way or another. It's very, very, very small. It doesn't take much to drive the stock up and down. Price earnings ratio, negative 0.17, losing money. No dividend here. Average volume, 81 million, and the volume today is 27 million. Okay, so quite a bit of volume here on this stock for the size of it. That's not a surprise, really, is it? It just gets pumped up and down. I'm going to share this with you. This will be interesting. Insider buying. Let me go and show it you like this. So hedge funds. We've got hedge funds who have been buying this stock. Let's see who and how much and all the rest of it. Let me view the details. Hedge funds. Who's been buying this? They've just sold their position, 10,000 shares. Jeffrey Altman. See, it's not very much. That's 10,000 shares at 50 cents a pop. It's not a huge amount. Like, what was it, $5,000? It's not that much, but it's enough to get noticed and drive the stock back down again, as you can see. So again, I don't like this kind of stock at all. It's very volatile. I wouldn't be buying this at all. We've got no other information other than hedge funders who are buying and selling this, or pretty much just buying it one day and then dumping it the next. In fact, I wonder if we can see who bought here. It probably won't show me. No, it doesn't go back that far. Just the recent selling is Owl Creek, have just sold their position. Okay, you can see that. All right, market value 0. Yeah, they've sold their position. All right. Let's go further down and look at the analysis for the stock. I'm going to give you all the numbers in a minute, and you can actually decide whether you like the numbers of the profits, the margins, and the balance sheet, and all the rest of it. But before I show you any of that stuff, we're going to show you the website, and they'll tell you their competitive advantage, why they think they are a great business. Now, if you like this business, you like this content, please subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. Let's have a little look. Excuse me. This is the website, MicroCloud Hologram, NASDAQ, HOLO, company profile. The MicroCloud, I apologize for the white flare there. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. MicroCloud is committed to the application of holographic technology and provides software and hardware solutions with holographic technology as the core. At present, the company's holographic technology and solutions are mainly used in the field of holographic software and holographic content services, smart car, holographic fields, holographic cloud data processing, and holographic intelligent visual services. Now, this is why they say they have a competitive edge. Let's have a look. I will zoom into each one of these so you can see as much as I can. Innovation in visual IC. As one of the earliest companies that entered the holographic technology industry in the market, MicroCloud uses its mature holographic technical services solutions to further reduce the overall cost of providing holographic technical services to customers and achieve large-scale technology services or for large-scale technology services. Forerunner. MicroCloud is the pioneer of Chinese holographic technology. It's a pioneer enterprise with a high-quality holographic imaging technology and content. Now I understand its offices are in New York, but it's a Chinese company. And I will tell you, if you ever want to find the most manipulated stocks in the world, China would have to be that. I just wouldn't buy this. There's no way on earth this is an investment for me at all. Everything about this so far is wacky and crazy and gambling and bonkers, to be honest. Anyway, MicroCloud has rich customer resources with continuous investment in technology, talent, and marketing. A solid brand image has been established among customers and occupied a huge market share. This is what the company is saying about itself. Remember, they can say anything they like on their website. You know, you can put whatever you want. So I'm not going to show you anymore. If you want this, it's MicroCloud website. Now, I will tell you straight off the bat, and this is what concerns me. Again, This is China. This is manipulation. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. I don't know if I can zoom in here. I don't think I actually can. But at the top of this website, it's an unsecure website. It does not have a HTTPS protocol. It does not have a security certificate. It's, why anyone would even be involved with a website that is not secure, that does not have security authentication. I have no idea. My website does. Any credible website does. Straight away off the bat, not secure, doesn't have HTTPS security. So I'm going to literally shut down the website. There you go. No point. Another reason why I wouldn't buy this. If you can't even get a secure website, why on earth would I give you my money? Anyway, some of you might love it and still think it's great because of the volatility. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. All right, let's look now at the numbers, and then we'll see how it compares to the S&P 500. All right, so let's start off by looking at the intrinsic valuation. Now, remember, you cannot just look at the intrinsic valuation as a whole. You need to do a lot more than just that. Okay, if you're looking at just the valuation, intrinsic valuation, you're missing out. That's what people look at and go, oh, it's great. It's undervalued by 24%. I'm going to buy it. And that would be a very, very big mistake. You have to understand the balance sheet, the infrastructure of the business, the fact that the website is unsecure, the fact it's based in China with an office in America. I mean, everything about this and the bar line, the line chart, you can see. I mean, what more do you want to see? Plus the fact it's trending down all the time, creating high, lows all the time. Why would you want to touch this? Anyway, let's look at the intrinsic valuation. It would suggest that it's undervalued by 24%. So you might go, okay, great, I can buy it. It's undervalued by 24%. Let's scroll, and there's no warnings here. It's not potentially unreliable intrinsic valuation. It could look quite interesting for you, right? Anyway, let's scroll down. Let's look at its revenue. Okay, when did it last report? It last reported in December 23. It last reported in 2023. December, no updated reports. I mean, it's another red flag. Huge. Revenues going down. Operating income is up 63% on the most recent range, but this was back in December 23. Net income is up 60%. Again, it's out of date though. Financing cash flow all down. Operating cash flow up 84%, but that's since December. Nothing since then. What is there? Why would you want to buy this? 160 million. So it can be pumped and dumped very, very easy by insiders. So 160 million is nothing. Let's have a look. Cash, 126 million. Now, straight away, that's another red flag. There's nothing wrong with a business having cash. It's good. But if all your business is cash, what is your business? What is your business? A business... If I'm setting up a business and I have $10 in cash and I have no debts, no liabilities, no expenses, my balance sheet looks perfect. Idiots would go, oh, I'll buy into that. Perfect balance sheet. He's undervalued and he's great. No, anyone can have some cash. What do you do with the cash? You invest the cash in the business. The business then earns you money, creates moats and margins and profits and all the rest of it. Returns, gains. We've just got a load of cash. Nearly their entire business is just cash. Well, what is the sense of that? None. You're not a bank. Even banks don't have money. All right. So we've got 126 million, which is nearly their entire assets. They're just a big bank. Awful. Rubbish. Liabilities, no short-term debt, no long-term debt. This is exactly the sort of stock that looks attractive to gamblers because, hey, they've got cash, they've got no debts, they're undervalued, it pops up and down, I can make money. No, it's rubbish. What's the business? Where's the assets? No assets. What's going on? Just a load of cash. Rubbish. No debt, but it's just cash. It just doesn't do anything. Margin, 36% and declining, nothing reported since December. Operating margin down, net margin down. FCF margin down 14%, ROCE down 45%, ROIC negative 182%, ROA down 37%. If you want the full definitions of these, I'll provide it on my software. You can go and check it yourself, full explanation of what these definitions are, and I'm assuming you know, but if you don't know, there you go. Now then, profitability, look, 21%, doesn't make any money. So why do I want to buy a business that doesn't make any money? Everything negative. Positive gross profit, but everything else negative. Right? Net profit is what I'm interested in, not gross profit. Right. So what about the balance sheet? Well, as you can see, it's got a solvency score of 69%. Now that's actually rubbish, considering it has no debt and all that cash. You'd go, should be great. But, it's not that great either on a balance sheet. Obviously, 69% would normally be a fantastic score on a business with running cost liabilities, but it just has cash. So really, it should be 100%. So the fact it's 69% is actually not good either. There's nothing good about this at all. All right? No Wall Street targets. No one's even paying any attention to it. Well, you might go, well, that's great because no one's paying attention. I can get in and buy it when no one's paying attention. I wouldn't even buy this. This is a casino on the New York Stock Exchange. Rubbish. Rubbish. What about short interest? 8% short interest. We're not going to get a short squeeze. Only 8% driving it down. Now, 8% short is quite a lot. It's not excessive. It's not 20%. 20% is where you start talking with short squeezes with volume. It's nowhere near. So there's no short squeeze coming. It's just some people are shorting it because it's rubbish. That's it. Who's the competition? I would say there is no competition, really. I don't know what this is. You can see I'm the only person who's done a review on this in the media. There's my review on Alpha Spread. CNBC, Bloomberg, no one has done a televised review on this. Well, that can be good if it's a new stock that's emerging. But at the end of the day, it's quite good if someone's talking about it. No one's talking about it. Don't touch it. Rubbish. Don't buy it. I don't know what else to say. I think I'm pretty clear on this one, right? Right, okay. Let's have a look and see. We've got a bit of news here. Now, this was an analysis just done by someone on Seeking Alpha. Now, remember, Seeking Alpha, I am analysis. I am I do analysis for Seeking Alpha. Am I a financial expert? No. Am I a licensed professional? No. Am I a financial advisor? No. But I am an analyst on Seeking Alpha. Seeking Alpha will have me as an analyst because this is my opinion, my views. I understand the stock market. That's enough. You can do an analysis for us. So it's been done by an analyst. For all I know, this analyst could be a financial advisor or could simply be somebody on YouTube who's promoting the stock. I have no idea. But this is their opinion. It's worth knowing what people are saying about it. MicroCloud Hologram, promising market, but latest financials suggest caution. This was done by Manika Prem Singh. Okay? MicroCloud Hologram stock price has risen over 340%. Up and down like a yo-yo. We're not interested in that. Prompting a closer look at the company. It wouldn't promote a closer look for me. It would be run the other way, which provides holographic advanced driver assistance systems and other holographic solutions. The holographic display market is projected to see healthy growth, indicating a promising future for HOLO's revenue have nosedived in H1. They don't nosedive. They go up 1 minute and down the next, up the next minute, down the next. It's not. When you read that story, it's been fantastic. It's growing, but now it's nosedived. No, it's gone up and down and up and down and up and down at least 4 or 5 times. So it's not a good story that just got cheap. It's not Coca-Cola that's on sale. It's not Nvidia pre-earnings. It goes up and down on a daily basis. It's that this explanation is not how it actually is. The company also faces competition from big-based tech companies as well as homegrown ones, which indicate need for caution for now. Well, obviously. I am Monica Persing, an investment research writer and macroeconomist. I focus on converting big picture trends into actionable investment ideas. Okay, this could be just anybody on YouTube, anybody doing anything. Let's have a look at this. China's holographic technology company, MicroCloud Hologram, has done exceptionally well at the stock markets this year. No, it hasn't done exceptionally well. It got pumped and dumped with an over 334% rise in its price year to date. This calls for a closer look at what's really going on with it and, of course, whether it's a good buy right now. What it does, well, we've been through the company, what it does. Thank you very much indeed. Market opportunity. Now, market opportunity, I'm going to say this right now. This is rubbish. I would never, ever put market opportunity in a review if I was analyzing a stock. And I'll tell you why. It's the biggest mistake anyone ever makes when they go on Shark Tank. They go on Shark Tank and they've just invented themselves a new mobile phone. It's made out of wood. It's brand new. So it's an amazing concept. It's an amazing thing. They've come up with the first wooden iPhone. And they'll say to the sharks, they'll say, you know, we're unique and amazing. We've got this, you know, new idea. We're going to be the greatest iPhone in the world. We do things very differently. Our iPhone is made out of wood. It's amazing. The point I'm making is they will then follow that up by saying, if we only get 0.00001% of the market, we're all going to be gazillionaires. Who's in? And everyone goes, yeah, I'll get in on that. Because if we only get 0.00001% of the market, we'll all be rich. That shouldn't be too difficult. It's the very opposite. It's the very, very opposite. If you are doing a very competitive market, which tech and this market obviously is, to get that 0.00001% is harder than gaining 100% of the market in something that doesn't exist. Because the market is so competitive and powerful, and you'll be squashed, like Kevin O'Leary would say, squashed like the cockroach that you are. Absolutely. So when people talk about and do analysis and reviews and they focus on the market opportunity, it is massive because everybody wants holograms in the future. Well, I think Apple, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Tesla have got it. Don't worry about that. Nothing wrong with being competition, but to talk about the opportunity, no. What you got to do is build a business in a niche, just like me. When I built my YouTube channel, I built it around Virgin Galactic because no one was talking about it. And now I can talk about Tesla and Google and Nvidia and rank for it because the channel is bigger. It grows. To try to compete on this scale and then sell it as an opportunity is nonsense. That's not a good reason to buy this business. All right, so let me go through the rest of her review. Nothing in the review scrolling down would be helpful, I don't think. So I'm going to leave it. Thank you for that review that you provided, but I'm not going to take it any further because focusing on those things is not good at all. Let me now show you how it compares to the S&P, and this is important, right? You've got to see how it compares because the S&P is the benchmark set by all the professionals of the world, not just me, by everybody. Well, there you can see how the stock since 2022. The purple line is the S&P. There you go. There's the purple line. All right. And there is MicroCloud Hologram. Down, up, down, up, down. This is not anything to draw my attention. Oh, this looks like an opportunity. This looks like an opportunity to walk into a casino. So would be the most ridiculous stock in the world to buy because remember, the odds of you winning are so against you. 95% of day traders lose money. even more scalp traders lose money, but maybe you're the best. Maybe you're better than everyone else. And if you get it right, no doubt about it, you'll be rich in 5 minutes. However, what will happen is if you buy MicroCloud Hologram at the precise moment and you sell it at the precise moment, you will make a ton of money, which you'll be taxed upon. And because, or maybe you won't if you did it on your IRA, but most people that do this wouldn't even think about tax positions. They would do it on their brokerage accounts. They'd pay tax on it. Not right away, but they'll report it to the Inland Revenue. They'll report it to the IRS. So you will pay tax at the end of the day. Then what will happen is, because you've made loads of money, you think you're the greatest trader in the world, you'll go and find another stock to do it with, and your odds have just got even greater because the chances are you will not win next time. You will lose next time, and you'll go, oh my God, I didn't do so well this time, and it'll all go down the toilet. So be very, very careful thinking that this is the way forward. It's a bad idea. So it's got a rubbish balance sheet because it doesn't have a balance sheet. It just has a pile of cash. Doesn't have any debts. Well, that's okay, but is it investing in anything? No, it's not doing anything. It's based in China. Well, statistically, a lot of those stocks get manipulated beyond belief. Wall Street aren't even looking at it. It's got a terrible profitability. Margins are terrible and declining. It's not got enough cash anyway to compete with the big boys. So let's not assume that's a positive either. The chart itself is ridiculous. Analysis talking about it going, what an opportunity, because if only we could crack into this small part of the business, if we could only tap into this industry, we can all get rich in 5 minutes. I think everything about it is rubbish. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. And let me show you who else is buying the stock. This is important as well. Who else is buying the stock? Soundhound. Soundhound is the same industry, but a much better business. Big Bear, I don't know enough about it. Intuitive Machines. Mullen. And there you go. Mullen. It's in company with the biggest scam stock on the stock market, Dave Mitchery, who has done many, I think 7 companies on purpose, gone bankrupt 7 times. One of the most ridiculous manipulated stocks ever. Information that was completely false over and over again. Pumping the stock, taking it down, pumping the stock, taking it down. Awful. And people that buy Mullen are buying HOLO. So that tells you. What that means is Funware, Riot, look at all these. Faraday Future. Oh, the second worst stock in the world to buy. Oh my God. Right, I've done enough. I cannot do it anymore. MicroCloud Hologram. It's a terrible, terrible idea to buy that. I wouldn't consider it if it was the last stock on earth. If you want a review done like this, I'm more than happy to do it. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, and I'll post the links. Over here, I'll put my Alpha Spread reviews. I've done over 200 stocks. Go and check that out. Down here, I'll put the HOLO playlist because I've reviewed this stock before. Go and check me on my track record. What did I say last time? How are the figures different? Did I say it was a buy last time? Have I suddenly pivoted and gone, whatever? Have a look. You can learn more about me and learn about what I say is if you check my history. I don't delete any videos. It's all there. All right. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.